Today's workout is a 10-minute postpartum no equipment arms and abs workout. We'll focus on strengthening and toning the arms and abs, no equipment required. Let's get started. Hey mamas, welcome to today's workout. We've got a no equipment arms and abs workout. It's just 10 minutes, 50-second intervals, and you can use weights or not, but a lot of these movements are going to be body weight only. So we'll go ahead and get started on the floor with a push-up to a back extension. So we're going to begin with our hands wide, and you can start knees wide or onto the toes. And what we're going to do is lower down in a push-up. So brace your abs, shift your body weight forward, and lower down slowly into that push-up, chest all the way to the ground. Release the legs, release the arms, and then lift your chest, pull the elbows back to release and bring it up into that back extension. Now place your hands back down, thumbs under your armpits, tuck the toes, exhale, push up. Let's repeat that. So slowly coming down, focus on decelerating and controlling the movement with the upper body and the core. Then reach the arms, untuck the toes, lift into that back extension, pull the elbows into the ribs, place the hands down, thumbs by your armpits, release, exhale, push. Really use that core to push. Let's keep it moving here. So we're going to move really slow and intentionally in this exercise, keeping the chin tucked, legs stay on the ground in that back extension, and then exhale, using that core to come up to the top in that plank. All right, we're going to move on now to a forearm plank hold. So I want you to come onto the side of your elbow under shoulder at 90 degrees. Now, two options. You could either keep that bottom leg on the ground, or you can scissor or stack the feet. That's three options, but why not? Okay, so I want you to lift from that bottom hip and reach up. You can also, again, like I said, place this leg in front. That's going to give you a little more stability, or bottom leg goes on the ground here. And keeping that core zipped up, belly button to spine to keep the deep core and pelvic floor engaged. And we want to make sure we're not rotating to the sky, so keep everything square to the front. And just settle in, press through your forearm. Stay lifted through the upper body so you're not collapsing into your shoulder here. 8 seconds left. Got it. Okay, moving on now to a push-up sequence. This time, we're gonna hold 5 seconds at the bottom. So keeping the wide grip, bring your body weight forward, shoulders over wrists, either on the knees or the toes. We're gonna come down quickly and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push to lift. So drop down quick, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Keeping that alignment is key here. So chest to elbow level, thumb should line up with your armpits at the bottom, and then belly button to spine to use your core to push. So it's a lot of core function we're working here in conjunction with the upper body. And that's so important because a push-up isn't just about your arms, it's about your core, your hips, everything's working here. All right, I think we can get one more in. Ooh. All right, moving to that side plank hold. This time we're going to the other arm. So again, 90 degrees, line it up with your hip. You can keep the bottom leg on the floor or scissor or stack the feet. And just breathe, reach up. Again, lifting from that bottom hip and then keeping that hip in line with the elbow. It's all about alignment in a lot of these exercises, and every exercise really. It's so key. And if you can do those little things, it will make you much more successful in each of these exercises, get more out of them. And side planks are so great if you're working to improve your core function, and then also in conjunction with upper body and hips and glutes, just like those push-ups. All right, we're gonna continue with our abs, doing an elephant walk. You may have never heard of this before. It's an exercise I learned a long time ago working at the gym. You're gonna start in standing. You're gonna walk forward, crawling with the hands, kind of like an inchworm plank. Although we're not stopping at the inchworm, we're gonna take it a little bit further so the hands are away from the body, and then walk it back up. Come all the way up to standing. So as far as you take the hands, that's gonna make it more or less difficult. So if you want to take the hands further away, more intense, or you can keep them closer for less intensity. Try to spend as little time at the top as possible. So let's keep it rolling. Can you go a little bit further? It's hard to go on the wood floor. I should have started back further on my mat, but you get the idea. Let's do one more and see if we can go a little bit further, right? Ooh. See what I mean? It's challenging. And a lot of these you won't get as many reps in. That's okay. We're gonna come to the floor. Hands under shoulders, hands shoulder width apart. We're gonna do one tricep push-up, so knees or toes, one tricep push-up. And then we're gonna climb, right knee come toward your chest, so one mountain climber. One push-up, use that core, one mountain climber, left side. So we're gonna go alternating the mountain climbers, keeping the alignment. So you can see my shoulders stay over my wrists. My abs stay tight the whole time here. So I'm not shifting my weight backwards when I come to that mountain climber. Staying engaged is the key here. Slow and steady. And again, you can drop the knees here and then come up onto the toes in that mountain climber, or even bring the knees here underneath your chest to modify a little bit more. Rest. All right, now we're going to go to a prone position on your stomach. Hands together, and you can just relax your head on your hands. I have the mic, so I'm not going to totally relax, but what I want you to do is lift your quads, straighten your legs, point your toes, flutter kicks. So just little kicks, and the goal here is to keep the upper body relaxed and lift the lower body. So legs come up, glutes are engaged, but you're not bending at the knees. You're keeping the legs extended, so that's going to make the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back do the work here. And just breathe into it. They don't have to be that pretty, so don't worry about that. I'm sure mine are pretty ugly too. But pointing your toes makes it look a little prettier. Squeeze that booty. Stay relaxed in the upper body. Just a few seconds left. So good for the back. And it's so important to work our back as we're getting stronger in our core. Okay, we're got an up and down plank. So we're gonna begin on a forearm plank, elbows under shoulders, fists together, and feet hip distance apart. You can be knees or toes here. And we're gonna walk upward onto the hands and down. And then we're gonna alternate the arms. Up and down. Again, you can place the knees down if you want to. That would look like this. Or again, on your toes. I recommend taking the feet wide. If you're on your toes, that's gonna help you maintain stability and keep your hips square to the floor, which again is all important when we're considering our alignment here. And again, you can see I replaced my hands where my shoulders just were, or where my elbows were, rather, not shoulders. Sometimes, you know, the exercise is so hard, you keep messing up your words. So I'm there, you can tell when I'm slurring my speech. Good work, guys. All right, onto our backs. Little recovery for the upper body. We're gonna go to a dead bug. So knees over hips, arms to the sky. And we're gonna extend the front leg and the back arm toward the ground, and then bring it back up, bend the knee, opposite side. Exhale as you extend the leg away. You're just coming just a couple inches. Maybe you tap the heel to the ground if you like, but you don't have to go all the way down to the ground. But you're not resting if you do tap the ground. You're keeping that pressure on by keeping the lower back toward the mat, belly button to spine, core engaged. So this is a great deep core pelvic floor exercise. And that opposite leg, you will notice you have a tendency to want to bring it in towards you. Keep the knees over the hips, and that's going to keep that pressure in the lower abs. It's going to make your thighs burn a little bit. That's not a bad thing, so don't worry too much about that. All right, rest. One more, and we're going to a plank around the world. So it's not as exciting as it sounds, but with a name like that, it's got to be good, right? So on to the toes, hands under shoulders. We're going to start with the right hand to the right corner. Right foot, tap it out and in. Left foot, out and in. And then left hand to the left corner. Let's do that again. So right to the right corner, right foot out, and then left hand out. And it helps here too, if you're on your knees or toes, you can do it here. It helps if your knees are wide, or if you're on your toes, your feet are wide, to again, keep that balance and alignment. And again, you're gonna wanna have the tendency to shift your weight back and to lift your hips. Try not to, try to keep everything grounded, and then hips down. That's gonna load the core. I think we got time for maybe 1 or 2 more. Let's go for it. Oh, that's good. Good stuff. Upper body, core, abs. We did it, 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed that workout. As always, I've got everything linked in the description, as well as links to my YouTube guides if you're wanting a structured plan to build muscle or recover from postpartum C-section. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment. Let me know if you have any suggestions, and I'll see you back here for our next workout together.